Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
And welcome to Green River High School as part of the Flaming Gorge Classic. It's the Star Valley Lady Braves as they get set to take on the Thunder Basin Bolts.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball. Live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. Dal Erickson here. We'll be joined in just a little bit here by Duke Dance as he makes his way over to Sweetwater County. Until then, you're stuck with
on the SVI Sports Network. This is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Really heartbreaking loss last night against the number 2 Lyman Eagles in the 3A class. 32-31 was the final in that one, and according to Coach Erickson, they had their chances, just could not.
Your leader for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
To go up against a perennial powerhouse here in the Thunder Basin Bolts. They are a team that typically goes very deep into the state tournament, even though this is a school that was established just in 2017. A lot of that Gillette basketball tradition.
The high school sports.
The doors there. Let's take a look at your pregame here. Take a look at the Crimson Corner. First off, we wish the best of luck to the wrestlers. They left yesterday at 7 a.m. to make it all the way up to Gillette for the Pat Weed Memorial. So we wish them the best of luck. Other wrestlers will be at the Iamoni Invite.
Live coverage of local high school sports continues now.
Girls basketball, as I mentioned, taking on Thunder Basin today, and then they will be facing Rollins on Saturday. The boys, the Braves, will be taking on the Natrona Mustangs later on this afternoon. That'll be in a different venue, so we'll tear down and move over to another building and set up, and we'll have that one for you at approximately 2:40 is when that one is scheduled to tip off. That's a look at your Crimson Corner here, brought to you by SVI Media. Rolling over into the Sunrise Engineering Roundup, let's take a look at some scores from yesterday. We talked about Lyman, Star Valley. Another one, Evanston and Rollins, the Lady Devils, coming up with a win, 43-34. Again, those are two teams Star Valley is going to play. One of them tomorrow as they take on the Outlaws. Some matchups today. I just finished watching Pinedale knock off Kelly Walsh 55-50. A nice quality win for Pinedale, punching up and knocking off the Trojans. Rollins taking on Cheyenne South today. These Thunder Basin Bolts, their girls ranked number 5 in the latest WildPreps.com coaches and media poll. Riverton will take on number 4 Mountain View. Jackson taking on number 2 Lyman. Those are 3A rankings. Bear Lake, Idaho picking up a win over Riverton yesterday. They'll take on Green River here on this court. Mountain View will play again as they face Rock Springs. Thunder Basin also playing Evanston a little later today. Over at the Shoshone, the Wrangler Invitational, you got number 1 Rocky Mountain taking on Kemmer, and number 2 Upton facing number 4 Cokeville. You can listen to that Kemmer game on the Spur a little later today. That's a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup, creating solutions that last, solutions that work, and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. Again, that is your Sunrise Engineering Roundup. Moving over now to our rivalry. This has been in 2017, and so it played 5 times. It is a bit one-sided. The Bolts 5-0 in this series. The first game starting back in the 2018-2019 season. Point game. The Lady Braves were right in that one, but that's the closest one thus far. So still looking for their first win against the Thunder Basin Bolts. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you to visit simplot.com. gofirstbank.org.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because our friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Digital Dilemmas presents
Wi-Fi Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf. This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal."
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more Digital Dilemmas.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVILOCAL. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVILOCAL for the locals only discount.
We're always looking for things that make our value. Very happy with what Simplot does for us.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball, live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Lady Braves taking on the number 5 ranked Thunder Basin Bolts here at Green River High School. Here is it's day 2 of the Flaming Gorge Classic. This has been a long running tournament. It's all across Sweetwater County. There's games varsity level, JV level, underclassmen level, in auxiliary gyms here at middle schools, at Rock Springs High School. Basically any gym that they can find in a 15 to 20 mile radius, there's a game going on in it. And it's been this way for, I'm not even sure what one this is. This has got to be over 30. Starting lineup for the Lady Braves, Cameron Erickson, Maddie Hale is going to get the jump today. Also on the court, Delancey Brogue, Sheridan Coles, and Kenley Engelhart. Jumping for the Bolts, Joelle Speltz. Speltz controls it, and now it's to Williams. Williams will dump it back to Westbrook. There's a jumper mid-range. That's no good. Picked up offensive rebound, put back up and in by the Bolts. That is Lainey McCarty. Full court pressure here. That'll be a big key to this game. Kenley Engelhart up ahead to Erickson. Had her up there. Good defense there by McCarty as she knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Braves. Sheridan Coles will check this in. Bounce pass into Erickson, or DeBrogue bounces it back out to Sheridan. They'll work it back to the Green River logo, and Maddie Hale will call the play. She'll give it off now to Coles. There's a nice give and go from Coles to Maddie Hale for 2. That was a pretty play, and we're tied up at 2. Bringing it across the timeline, this is Addie Westbrook. She'll give it up now to Solemn. There in the corner is Peyton Williams. That one taken away by Kenley Engelhart. Engelhart on her horse. Looks like she got kind of tangled up. They're going to get number 3 Westbrook for a foul, her first. First personal, first team foul. We played 59 seconds. Kenley Engelhart looking to put her first points of the game into the scoring book. One's away and good. It's the Riverside Dental free throw line brought to you by RiversideDentalWY.com. Lady Braves take a lead 3-2, so sports writers out there, take note, you cannot write anything like either of these teams led the entire way because it didn't happen. Engelhart goes through a routine. Second one is short. That one's going to be rebounded by the Bolts. 3-2 your score as Thunder Basin comes away with the board. Peyton Williams gives it back to Westbrook. Working the ball around the perimeter now are the Bolts. Skip pass over to Westbrook. Looking across the way to Williams. Williams pulls the trigger on a 3. That's too long. No good. Good box out from Sheridan Coles, and the Lady Braves come away with the rebound. Engelhart jogging across the timeline. Stops, passes it up now to Cameron Erickson. Erickson on the angle, working back now the other side to Engelhart. Erickson working away from Speltz. She had just a little bit of a seam there in the paint. Engelhardt didn't like the angle. Hale back to Engelhardt again. Tough shot. It skims off the rim. Offensive rebound by Brogue. That's no good. And coming away with the rebound is Speltz for the Bolts. Lady Braves had a couple of nice shots there. Just could not get it to go. I like how patient the Lady Braves are being right now. This is Addie Westbrook passing off to the left to McCarty, now to Williams. That one taken away and stolen. That time that's Maddie Hale. It's one-on-one against McCollum. That is no good. Ball is rebounded by Williams. Here comes Thunder Basin in the other direction. Euro step, 15-footer, that is in and out. And a nice strong rebound from Cameron Erickson. Cameron averaging almost 9 per game so far this season, and also leading the Lady Braves in scoring with about 14.5. Star Valley with the lead, 3-2. We played 2.5 minutes. Pump fake and the three-pointer on the corner. Sheridan Coles has it poked away. It's stolen by Peyton Williams. Here come the Bolts, 15-footer right elbow. That's good. Nothing but net for Kinley Solemn. And the Bolts take a 4-3 lead. 5:09 to go here in the first quarter. On your bank, a Star Valley scoreboard. Delancey Brogue, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Speltz. Her second already. Bolts will walk it across the timeline. Speltz, far side angle, guarded by Hale. Skip pass all the way over to Williams on the other side. That's good. First three-pointer of the game is through the net. And the Bolts have scored five straight, I should say. They lead this one now 7-3. Maddie Hale back to Sheridan Coles, far side angle. Trying to find Kinley Engelhardt, fighting her way into the paint. Don't like that. They'll work it back the other direction. There's a nice cutter. Sheridan Coles leaves it just a bit short. She got kind of her feet tied up. Taken away and rebounded by the Bolts. Here's another three-pointer. They like that spot. It's no good. Battling for the rebound. It's an offensive board by the Bolts. There's another shot. No good. And there's going to be a foul. This one's going to go against Sheridan Coles. Couple of offensive rebounds there for the Bolts, and they are, if you're the Lady Braves, you can't afford to let that happen too much. Sheridan Coles picks up her first team foul. 4:13 to go. That free throw is good. Your Riverside Dental free throw line. Lainey McCarty hits the first one, and the Bolts now have scored 6 straight. They lead it 8-3. They put the point on the wrong score on the scoreboard. Should be 8-3. They're fixing it. I really like what the Lady Braves are doing. They're getting shots, and they're getting a nice pass into the lane. They've had a couple opportunities where they're not finishing. They're a little bit too hectic there at the rim. That one went up and over. Sheridan Coles had a good look at it, but she had already kind of extended her body to the point where she just needed a shuffle, and, of course, if she just shuffled, she would have traveled. But I like that the Lady Braves, they're getting the shots. Now they just need to make them. All right, they did not fix the scoreboard. That free throw is no good. Tipped around and brought down by the Bolts. That's Solemn again. So it should be, there we go, 8-3. There's a shot on the wing, no good. Maddie Hale with the rebound as the Bolts come away with only 1 point on that whole possession. They had a lot of opportunities, 2 from the line and about 5 different shots. Star Valley down 5 now, 8-3. They need a basket. Been a couple of minutes since they put one through the hoop. Bailey Erickson to the ball game now. This is Cameron Erickson, top of the key. Anna Owenslager also in there. Far side angle, Bailey passes it back to Maddie Hale. Hale down low to Owenslager, tight ropes it, kicks it back out now to Cameron Erickson. Cameron terminates the dribble, looking for the cutter, doesn't like it. Now back out to the main logo here at midcourt. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Lady Braves down 8-3 early on against the Thunder Basin Bolts. Hale with a left-hand dribble, picks it up, passing left now to Owenslager, around the corner now to Cameron Erickson. Bailey Erickson are trying to solve this Thunder Basin defense. They've done a good job of it, and I'm wondering if Thunder Basin got chewed out of it. They're kind of closing down those passing lanes that were open up earlier in the first quarter. There's a dribble drive from Erickson, loses the handle, off her foot, winds up in the hands of Olenslager. She'll give it back to Bailey. Now back near side angle. This is Engelhardt looking down low. Tough pass, gets it down to Cameron Erickson. She's trapped under the basket. Bounce pass back out. Perimeter three-pointer on the way. That's short and into the hands of Thunder Basin. Here comes Campbell Cox. It's a long possession for the Lady Braves. No points. Spin move by Spelt. She has it stripped away and stolen by Bailey Erickson. Lady Braves quickly up the forecourt, nearly turning it over. Did it go off of Thunder Basin? No, it did not. Bailey Erickson trying to save that in. It's close to going off a finger of a Bolt player, but it did not. So it'll now flip over. Thunder Basin possession. They lead this one 8-3. 2:12 to go in the first quarter on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Bringing the ball up the court now. This is Lainey McCarty. Top of the key now is Kyla Stremcha. She gives it off now to Williams. Williams to McCarty. McCarty far side angle being defended by Engelhardt. Near side angle, there's Williams. That's her spot. It's short this time, but she tracks down her own rebound. The offensive rebound is really starting to pile up against the Lady Braves. That one no good. Another offensive board by the Bolts. Finally, this one into the hands of Hale, and she's tied up by Williams. We've got a jump ball. Boy, Thunder Basin, they're getting multiple offensive rebounds on possessions, and that is that's a recipe for disaster for the Lady Braves. If they want to stay in this game, they're going to have to keep that rebounding column a little cleaner. Full court pressure here by the Bolts. Coles up ahead to Erickson. This is Bailey. Bailey to the corner, being hounded here by McCarty. To Brogue, back top of the key to Sheridan Coles. Now to Maddie Hale, far side angle. Top of the key to Erickson. Back to Coles near side. Again, Lady Braves trying to work that interior pass. There they get Coles. Glass, good. Well done, Sheridan Coles working without the basket. And the nice pass from Bailey Erickson. Lady Braves stop a scoring drought there. They hadn't scored in a while. They cut the lead to 3, 8-5 with a minute to go in the first on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. McCarty playing hot potato with Cox. Cox pulls the trigger, nothing but net on a three-pointer. The Bolts really like this near side angle spot. They've hit 2 threes there. All the way up the court, Erickson tries to wrap a pass around Williams looking for Maddie Hale. It ends up off of Thunder Basin. It'll stay with the Lady Braves with just a tenth shy of 40 seconds to go here in the first. Coles going deep. Bailey Erickson tracks it down and then loses it across midcourt. Just a little lack of focus there, and Bailey turns the ball over on an over and back. Wow. Those types of opportunities drive coaches crazy. Thunder Basin's going to force enough turnovers. You don't need to. Delancey Brogue were tied up. Westbrook into Williams. Williams on the left side elbow. Passing over to Westbrook. Now down low. Kicks it back out to Addy. Now quick. Westbrook throws it right into the hands of Williams. Thunder Basin comes up with the steal. There's a shot at the buzzer. Oh, it almost drops. And after one, it is Thunder Basin 11, Star Valley 5 here from Green River High School on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. We'll be back in a minute.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
Your leader for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
The Lady Braves led briefly 3-2.
The
Thunder
SVI
Basin went
Sports
on a
Network
little run,
returns now with more.
bumped that lead up to 6, or excuse me, up to 8 now. It is back to 6, 11-5 here on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. The difference on the score sheet right now, a couple of three-pointers going down for Thunder Basin. Lady Braves, I don't think they attempted a three-pointer in that first quarter. Starting the second, nice pass down low. Sheridan Coles to Cameron Erickson for the easy layup. Well done there. The Lady Braves cut it to 4. 11-7 your score. Thunder Basin back with the basketball. Down low to Speltz. Leaves it short. Rebounded by Coles. Coles brings it up the court. Tries to get it to Erickson. Does so. Back out to Bailey Erickson for 3. That is short. Rebounded by Williams. I've got that as rebound number 4 for Peyton Williams already in this game. Cox skip pass over to Williams. Williams being defended by Engelhardt now. They're trying to get Williams on the elbow. Back out to Speltz. Good ball movement here from the Bolts. That three-pointer is no good. Good strong rebound from Cameron Erickson. 11-7. Lady Braves down 4 with the basketball. Brogue kicks it back out to Sheridan Coles. Coles looking for Bailey Erickson. Bit of a miscommunication. That one was tipped into the backcourt. Again, Thunder Basin defense causing some issues. That's Peyton Williams. Near side angle. This is Engelhardt. Oh, wow. Thought she had Brogue. Almost takes Spelt's head off with it. Again, instead it's stolen by Thunder Basin. Westbrook is bumped. She was trying to get it to Speltz for the layup, but she's bumped before she does it. Solom and McCarty checking back in for Thunder Basin. Maddie Hale coming in for Engelhardt. It's 11-7 Thunder Basin. Bolts with the ball. Addie Westbrook checking this in, defended by Sheridan Coles. Goes to Peyton Williams, top of the key, guarded by Brogue. Williams to the left double. Good ball movement down to Speltz. Post move back out to Williams for 3. That one in and out. And another offensive rebound. This one by Solom, and I think she's fouled by the Lady Braves. Again, if I'm going to pick one single stat right now that is giving a pretty major advantage to Thunder Basin, it is the offensive glass. That foul going to Maddie Hale. First personal, third team foul on Star Valley. 6:17 to go in the half. Free throw is no good from Kinley Solom. The Bolts 1 of 3 from the charity stripe thus far today. Solom's second offering is also no good. Speltz up high for the rebound, gets it, kicks it back out. I actually wondered if maybe she was over the back, but, you know, people say over the back, but there needs to be contact. So, yes, she was, but I don't think she made the required contact. So I think that's a good no call. Star Valley ball after it was tipped out of bounds. We're looking up ahead to Erickson. Cameron, get a drive to the hoop. It's off the rim. Still alive. It's going to be last touched by Erickson. Boy, dang it. Just a little too strong off the glass there for Cam. Just about cut this lead to 2. 6:05 to go here in the first half. 11-7 your score. Thunder Basin with the lead and the basketball. Solom over to Williams. Back over to McCarty. That three-pointer's no good, and there's a good rebound for the Lady Braves. That's Bro, but it's stolen away. Solom comes up with it. McCarty is knocked to the floor, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Thunder Basin. Lady Braves, man, they're working so hard to get the ball back, and then just not quite securing it good enough. And Thunder Basin doing a great job of slapping it out of there. There's a dribble drive from Cox. A lot of contact trying to split the double team, and no whistle forthcoming. Rebound coming away to Bailey Erickson. Lady Braves down 4. We've played 2.5 minutes here in the second quarter. Coles, near side angle now to Brogue. Brogue down low to Hale. Hale, quick pass out to Bailey Erickson. That one rims out, no good. Delancey Brogue with the nice hustle on the offensive rebound. That's her third rebound of the half. Star Valley offense setting things up again. Bailey being guarded by Cox. Over to Cameron Erickson, now right corner. Cameron going to take left-hand dribble. Gives it up now, and it's some of those little miscommunications there. The Lady Braves need to work on those. And, in fact, that's exactly what Coach Erickson wants to do as he calls a timeout. It's a full. So we'll be back in 60 seconds. It's Bolts 11, Lady Braves 7 with 4:55 to go in the half.
Our new Star Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best, close to home.
Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horse shoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets.
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
Miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, western shirt.
Live coverage of local high school sports continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Back out of the timeout now. The Lady Braves with possession, down 4. Coles will get it in now to Maddie Hale. Hale holds up her fist, signaling the call. Coming out of the timeout. Passes it now left side to Delancey Brogue. Brogue back over to Cameron Erickson. Near side angle guarded by Cox. Passes it back to Bailey Erickson. Bailey, a little bit of a stab towards the free throw line, and they'll come back out the perimeter to Sheridan Coles. Coles gives up her dribble. Dangerous pass. Bailey Erickson tries to save it in bounds and instead can't do so. Just Lady Braves get a little impatient, and that window is just a little too tight. You just got to keep moving that ball, stirring that soup. That's how I call it. Westbrook will bring it up, and then she'll give it right off to Kinley Solemn. Solemn now over to Cox. Near side angle, skip pass back to Westbrook. Again, good ball movement. Over to Cox again, open 3 this time. That one's no good. There for the backside rebound is Maddie Hale. Lady Braves doing a better job there, but the Bolts have missed some wide open threes. There's a drive to the hoop. Sheridan Coles, it's good! And the foul. Basket is good, and the foul will go against Campbell Cox, her first. Lady Braves are 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far this morning. A chance to cut this to a 1-point game midway through the second quarter. Coles, 4 points, looking for 5, and no, it's too strong. Speltz comes away with the rebound. Quickly up the other end, back out to McCarty, three-pointer. That is no good. Rims in and out. Brought down by Brogue, and she's going to be fouled, I believe, by McCarty is the call. No. What did I miss here? I thought Delancey Brogue had possession. It's Thunder Basin ball. I made a mistake. There's a bad pass taken away and stolen. Cameron Erickson going against Speltz at the other end. Jump stop. It's too strong. There for the rebound is Kenley. That's no good. Gets it again and puts it back up and in. Padding the stats is Kenley Englehart. And the Lady Braves have tied this up at 11. Thunder Basin wants a timeout. Let's keep it right here. It's a 30-second. So Star Valley was down 8-3 at one point in the first. They've now flipped that, going on a 8-3 run of their own, if you want to call it a run. More of a brisk walk, really. But they're getting it done with teamwork. Englehart with that last basket. Sheridan Coles with 4 points. Maddie Hale, Cameron Erickson have scored. And they have slowed down the offensive rebounds that Thunder Basin was getting so many of in that first quarter. Also, Thunder Basin hit a couple of threes in that first quarter. They haven't hit one here in the second. So we're tied up at 11 with 3:33 to go here in the half on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Westbrook will jog it across, fading to her right, passing back to McCarty. Out of Campbell. Down low, 10-footer from McCarty, no good. Rebounded by Englehart. Englehart being hounded in the backcourt by McCarty, but she's able to handle it. Gets it across the timeline. course, Kenley getting a lot of varsity time as an underclassman, freshman and sophomore years. Cameron Erickson gives it up now to Coles. Coles near side angle. Bounce pass over to Maddie Hale. Pulls the trigger on a long three. Bounces off the rim. No good. And rebounded by the Bolts. Tied up at 11. 2:44 to go here in this first half. Low wing to Spelt. She's cut off defensively. Working the ball back around the perimeter. McCarty. McCarty now to Campbell Cox. Far side angle. Spelt's bounce pass down to Solemn. Good ball movement again by the Bolts. There's a runner in the lane. It's no good off the glass. Battling for the rebound. Finally coming up with it is Thunder Basin. And that is Lainey McCarty digging that out of the ground. And coming up with another offensive board and putback. 13-11 now, Thunder Basin. Engelhardt finds a wide open Erickson on the fast break, and she is fouled as she goes up for the layup attempt. Basket is no good, but Cameron will shoot 2. They'll get another foul against Campbell Cox. It's her second. Not a lot of fouls in this first half. In fact, just 3 team fouls apiece. Erickson's free throw is too strong, no good. Right now, the Lady Braves 1 of 4 from the line. It's been kind of an inconsistent opportunity there, though. I wonder if they're just not in a rhythm. But, boy, in a game like this, you don't want to leave too many points off the scoreboard. The Bolts are actually 1 of 4 also. Cameron's second attempt is good. Gets a friendly rim. And the Lady Braves now trail by 1, 13-12 on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard with 2 minutes to go in the half. Solemn to Westbrook, now to Williams. Working it back far side, back to Williams. That's her three-point spot that they close out. Good pass from Speltz to Solemn, but she can't finish, and rebounded by Cameron Erickson. Bolts have gone ice cold down there. Lady Braves just a little bit ahead of themselves here the other way as Delancey Brogue will dribble that on the line, and there's another unforced turnover for Star Valley. Back to Thunder Basin. 1:38 to go in the half. It's a 1-point ball game. Westbrook to McCarty, now back to Williams. Skip pass to Westbrook. Back to Williams. That's her spot, and it is no good. This time Speltz with the board. That's no good. Caroming around, finally winds up in the hands of Maddie Hale, and there will be a foul. Be the 4th team foul on Thunder Basin with 1:20 to go, so neither team really likely to get to the line. That one went against Addie Westbrook. Bailey Erickson will trigger this in. Cameron Erickson coming out. So you got Bailey into Engelhardt now. Maddie Hale. Also Anna Owenslager and Sheridan Coles. 1:15 to go. It's a 1-point ball game here in the first half. Nice hesitation dribble. Bailey Erickson, that's up and no good. Rebounded by Engelhardt. Star Valley with another chance as we tick down to a minute. Maddie Hale puts up the fist to call the play. Near side angle. This is Anna Owenslager. Back to Kenley. Kenley with the pump fake. Can't get away from Kinley Solemn. Good defense from Solemn. Erickson over on the far side wing. There's a dribble drive from Kenley Engelhardt, and she gets the runner. Most people put up nothing but air in that spot. Kenley gets the bucket, and the Lady Braves retake the lead, 14-13. Three-pointer on the way from Thunder Basin. It's no good. Tracked down by Maddie Hale. Hale in some trouble. Still trying to get it across the timeline. Gets help from Bailey Erickson. That one up ahead to Engelhardt. Puts up the same shot. That one rims in and out and rebounded by Speltz. Speltz with 5 boards in this first half. 10 seconds to go. Star Valley leading by 1 here at the end of the first half, I should say. Good ball movement. There's Williams for 3. That is no good. And at the break, the Lady Braves with a 1-point lead, 14-13 here on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the Star Valley Health halftime show, advanced, local, personalized. Visit starvalleyhealth.org, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health That is Star Valley Health. Lady Braves lead it here at the break over Thunder Basin, 14-13.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera.
The world needs more cowboys.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
The graduating seniors from our local high schools need your help to go to college and trade schools next spring. Please show your support by donating to the Education Foundation's website or contacting 307-887-7537.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Assist to Sell. Find out how you can save thousands selling your home. Visit assisttosell.com and find a full-service agent in your area. We love to save your money.
Assist to Sell, full service with savings, 886-4990.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves Basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Welcome back to Green River High School here as the Star Valley Lady Braves with a nice second quarter as they scored 9 in that second quarter to take a 1-point lead at the break here against the number 5 ranked Thunder Basin Bolts. Your score at the half, 14-13. This is your Star Valley Health halftime show. Again, advanced, local, personalized. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. It is the 14-13 on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Let's take a look at some numbers. Again, I'm here by myself for the moment, so I don't have quite the shooting percentages and that kind of stuff that I like to do when I'm with Duke, but I do have some points and rebounds to give you here in that first half. First for Thunder Basin, Lady McCarty leading the way for the Bolts. She had 5 points in that first half. 3 points for Peyton Williams and 3 points for Campbell Cox. Both of those came on three-pointers. Those were the only threes that were made in the first half by either team. Kinley Solom also with 2 points. 3-point wise, as I said, the Bolts with a pair made, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds, and not a lot of fouls in that first half. In fact, neither team even close to the bonus there. So that's your scoring for the Bolts. For the Lady Braves, Kenley Engelhardt leading the way with 5 points. Got Kenley with 3 rebounds as well, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Sheridan Coles, 2 rebounds. 2 points and 3 rebounds for Maddie Hale. 3 points and 3 rebounds for Cameron Erickson. The Lady Braves did not make a three-pointer in that first half. Didn't shoot nearly as many as we saw last weekend. The Lady Braves did go 2 of 5 from the free throw line, and rebounding-wise, I have the Bolts with a one rebound advantage, 15-14, but so many of theirs have been offensive, and I think that has been a big key, but that shot did not fall in the second half. In fact, the Bolts had just 2 points in that second quarter, and that's a look at your stats here. Lady Braves lead at 14-13 at the break. Those stats brought to you by Battleson Brothers Flooring, Carpet One, quality, price, service. That's Battleson Brothers Flooring. 14-13, Lady Braves with a 1-point lead. We'll take another 2-minute break here and come back. And before we do, though, I've got some trivia for you. If you'd like to try and win a couples combo from Sky Lanes and Cineplex, You can use our text-in number, 203-4637, 307-203-4637. Here is your trivia question. How many games did the Lady Braves win last weekend? Ooh, curveball. Go ahead and text it in if you know the answer. How many games did they win last weekend? And the first person to get it will win themselves a couples combo from Skyview Lanes and Cineplex. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the answer and more of your Star Valley Health halftime show. Lady Braves lead it by 14-13 over Thunder Basin.
Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today. B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford everywhere.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? My whole family goes in my Caribou Ford.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
Live coverage of local high school sports continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
We're about 2 minutes away from the third quarter commencing, all part of the Flaming Gorge Classic at Green River High School today, at least for the moment. We'll be over at Lincoln Middle School later this afternoon as the Braves take on the Natrona Mustangs. But for now, your Star Valley Lady Braves leading the Thunder Basin Bolts, the number 5 ranked Thunder Basin Bolts by 1 point at the half, 14-13. Here's the answer for your trivia. Again, this brought to you by Skyview Lanes and Cineplex. The first correct answer winning a free couples combo to Skyview Lanes and Cineplex. Duke will track that down, who the winner is. But the answer, the question was, how many games did the Lady Braves win last weekend? The answer was 2. Lady Braves going 2-2 last weekend, playing 4 games over 3 days and winning a pair. Again, someone won themselves a couples combo from Skyview Lanes and Cineplex. We'll be doing it again for the guys' game a little later on this afternoon. That one's scheduled to tip off at 2:40. Let's recap the Rocky Mountain Yeti keys to the game. Number 1 was 40 points. I thought 40 points was a very big number for this game, both offensively and defensively. Can you get to 40? Can you keep Thunder Basin under 40? Right now, the defense doing a pretty darn good job, only allowing 13 points. No easy baskets. I would say that's been true. Lady Braves defensively not allowing much. 75% from the free throw line. Star Valley just 2 of 5 in that first half. Kind of a non-factor to this point, but I expect more free throws in the second half. And finally, limit empty possessions. Still too many of those in that first half for my liking. Just throwing the ball away and such, but I think the Lady Braves, they've cut down on maybe the number of threes they've taken. They've tried to work the ball down low. I think they're doing a better job there, and they have the lead and the basketball here to start the second half. As we get underway, Coles will get it in backcourt now to Kenley Engelhardt. Engelhardt picked up by Westbrook, picks up her dribble. Cross-court pass to Sheridan. Sheridan out of Cameron Erickson, top of the key, working left side to Kenley. Kenley pump fakes, and now they'll work it back around the right side to Cameron Erickson. Cameron back to Maddie Hale, gets away from her girl, runner in the lane, back of the iron. Boy, I like that. I like that shot. Just didn't go down. Rebounded by Williams. She's got 5. Thunder Basin working the ball around the perimeter. This is McCarty and Westbrook. Westbrook out here at the Green River logo. She'll now go to her right, give it up to Williams. Skip pass over to McCarty. That one is tipped away and last touch by Star Valley. Kenley Engelhardt causing some issues defensively, as she typically does. Leads the Lady Braves in steals per game, 3.5 per on the opening weekend. And all last year, I think she was at 3.8, so that's right about what she does. Pass it back over to McCarty. That 3 is good. Thunder Basin went blank in the second quarter, but they hit one here, and they retake the lead. 16-14, Thunder Basin. Early on here in the third quarter, Maddie Hale gets it across the timeline in the face of pressure from Peyton Williams. Gives up her dribble, gets it to Cameron Erickson, slips past Speltz. Kick pass out to Kenley Engelhardt. Three-pointer is no good. There for the rebound is Erickson. Good offensive board there for Cameron, her 4th rebound of the game. Star Valley trailing by 2, 16-14 after that Thunder Basin triple. Brogue, top of the key, passing to her left, near side angle to Maddie Hale. Sheridan Cole's top of the key, back to Maddie. Trying to work into the paint is Brogue, back out to Cameron, top of the key. Speltz out on her. Far side angle is Sheridan Cole's bounce pass. Was looking for Hale. It's tipped away by Speltz and taken by Westbrook, and the Bolts come away with a steal. Corner for 3. That is in and out. McCarty just about hit back-to-back. There's a rebound from Cameron Erickson. Oh, I thought she had clear possession there, and it was going to be a foul. Instead, it's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to Thunder Basin. Westbrook under the basket, not in a great place. She does go deep and find Speltz. She's got a lot of length. Turnaround 15-footer from Thunder Basin is off to the left. No good from Solemn. Rebounded by Maddie Hale, who's got 4 rebounds. Star Valley down 2 with 5:45 to go in the third. 16-14 your score on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Speltz pokes it away from Cameron Erickson. She comes up with it, and then they double-team her. She passes it to Maddie Hale, so now they've switched. Engelhardt has it tipped away and steals it back, kicks it over to Maddie. Three-pointer in the corner is no good. She nearly tracks down her own rebound. It's going to go off her leg, out of bounds. I like the ball movement, like the shots, but Lady Braves just not able to knock any of those long-range shots down. Speltz being defended here by Erickson on the inbound. Gets it to Westbrook. Westbrook has Kenley Engelhardt right on her hip. Gets it across the timeline, now up ahead to Williams. Williams looking for the cutting Speltz, instead over to Westbrook, and that one's an air ball. Rebounded by Erickson. Tries to get a quick outlet pass, but not much on. I wonder if Thunder Basin might have got a finger on that. There's a pass down low and laid up and in by Maddie Hale. Got to love how much more aggressive Maddie has been this season. 4 points now for her to go with 4 rebounds. Of course, she was an all-state selection for 4A volleyball. We're tied up at 16 here in the third, 4:38 to go. There's a 15-footer from Speltz. That's no good. And a good box out from Maddie Hale. Oh, she tries to get it to Sheridan Coles, but I thought there should have been a foul called as she's ripping that ball away. I thought that Maddie deserved to get a foul call, but this didn't work out that way. So a turnover, and it'll go back to Thunder Basin. We're tied at 16, 4:31 to go. And that one stolen by Engelhardt. She's hit, but no call. Passing up ahead to Maddie Hale, who lays it up and in. Great job playing through the contact there for Kenley Engelhardt, and Maddie Hale now has 6 points. Star Valley retakes the lead, 18-16. 4:16 to go in the third on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. There's a drive by Westbrook. That one no good, kept alive by Erickson into the hands of Engelhardt. We're midway through the third. Engelhardt and Erickson working the backcourt. Cameron gets it across the timeline. Star Valley leading by 2. That matches their largest lead. Thunder Basin led by as many as 8 early on. 6. 3:45 to go here in the third. Brogue, bounce pass back to Sheridan. Cole's looking for some help. Pass it back out to Maddie Hale. There's a pump fake. Now in the corner, there's a three-pointer from Brogue. That one does not draw iron. Rebounded by Westbrook. Westbrook brings it across the timeline to Cox. Step in three. It's a deep one, and it's good. Campbell Cox with her second triple of the game. And Thunder Basin retakes the lead, 19-18 with 3:15 to go here in the third. That was a deep three for Campbell Cox and nothing but twine. And we've got a timeout on the court. It's a 30-second variety. We'll take a break as well. Be back in 30. It's Thunder Basin up 1.
You know, I've been thinking, commentating is not that tough.
Really?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
You think so?
Wow. That is a smooth finish.
I am speechless. As she moves in, stalking the dum-dums. Critical play for the organization. Look at that skill.
Focus. Focus.
Finger dexterity.
Focus.
On its finest display here.
Focus! They're the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, they're gonna go all the way!
It's a touchdown!
Yeah!
Duke and Dow got nothing on us!
Yeah!
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Some folks either thought she had a great player, she pushed off. No call either way. 3 minutes to go here in the third. Star Valley down 1. Playing the fifth-ranked Thunder Basin Bolts, tough as they want right now here on day 2 of the Flaming Gorge Classic. Bailey Erickson picks up her dribble. She's in some trouble now. She's got to get rid of it. That ball tipped away. It's poked away. Bailey comes up with the loose ball over in the corner to Kenley. Kenley gets it down to Cameron Erickson. She's got deep post position. Up and in. That's Sheridan Coles. Coles puts it up and in. Sheridan's now with 6 points. We haven't seen that from Sheridan. That's why I thought it was Cameron. She's kind of been a jump shooter and a slasher. That time showing off some good post moves. It's 2019. Lady Braves with the lead. 1 point advantage over Thunder Basin. Far side wing, Speltz down low to Williams. That's a great looking pass as Williams puts it up and in. That's probably the easiest basket Thunder Basin's had today. And they retake the lead, 21-20. 2:05 to go here in the third, and what's shaping up to be a pretty fun finish between these two far-flung teams, not anywhere close to each other. Off the foot. Oh, it's a bad break there for Bailey Erickson. Dribbles it off her foot. Stolen by Solemn. Looking for McCarty up ahead, and it's off her hands, out of bounds. Thunder Basin had a good opportunity there for fast break points, but couldn't get it done. Substitution as Coles and Brogue come out. Maddie Hale, Engelhart, Bailey Erickson, Cameron Erickson, and Owen Slogger as they try and spread out this interior defense of Thunder Basin. Bailey, far side angle. Now to Maddie, near side. Maddie going against number 14, Brooke Kendrick. Haven't seen much of her today. Skip pass to Engelhart. Tough pass, trying to get it to Owen Slogger. It's taken away and stolen by McCarty. There really was no window there. And Lainey McCarty just stepped in and took it. Campbell Cox, another three-pointer on the way. This one's well short, but it's a long rebound to Kendrick as the Bolts will get another opportunity with 1:10 to go in the third. McCarty, guarded by Bailey. Erickson working it around. There's a pass from Cox to Solemn. That one no good in the paint. About a 12-footer. It's no good. It's going to carry him out of bounds. It'll be Star Valley basketball. A timeout on the court. Taken by Star Valley, it looks like. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. A minute to go here in the third quarter in this low-scoring affair. Thunder Basin leading at 21-20. And let's look at some stats here really quickly. Lady Braves getting 6 points from Sheridan Coles, 6 from Maddie Hale. They both had a good third quarter. And Kenley Engelhart had 5 at half. Campbell Cox with those 2 3-pointers in a low-scoring game like this. She might be the X factor in a game like this, but it's Lainey McCarty who has the game high. She's got 8 points. Let's look at your Bradlson Brothers Flooring Carpet One battle stats. Minute to go here in the third. Lady Braves trailing by 1. And Thunder Basin not going to put any full court pressure on. Looks like they're going to try and pick Star Valley up at midcourt. And then, in fact, they just back right off. Engelhardt, crossover dribble against Kendrick. Pass it over to Erickson just to save it, but she does. Bailey into the paint. Bounce pass over to Maddie Hale. Flashing across the paint was Olenslager. It's knocked out of bounds by Speltz. She is a tough defender. 43.5 seconds to go here in the third. Hale, bounce pass into Erickson. Tough shot, gets her own rebound, puts it back up again, and this time she's fouled. Wow, I'm not sure how she picked up that second rebound. She just reached around her defender, basically picked it up off of the small of her back and brought her back around, that old medicine ball drill that they used to do, you know. Cameron to the line. She's 1 of 2 today. Free throw is good. Your Riverside Dental free throw line. Again, find them online at riversidedentalwy.com. We're tied up 21-all. Cameron Erickson with a chance to put the Lady Braves up by 1. And this one is no good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be off of Olenslager. She thought momentarily about maybe pleading her case, but they're going to say it was off of her anyway. They usually do. They don't usually change their mind. 33 seconds to go. We're tied up here in the third between number 5 Thunder Basin and the Lady Braves. There's a drive from Kendrick and a foul on the hip there. They're going to get Anna Olenslager. First personal for Anna. And in fact, just one team foul apiece on these two teams here in the third. This game has gone quickly. Into Kendrick. She'll give it back up now to Stremcha. Stremcha kicks it back out to Solemn. That one is short. Rebounded by Engelhardt. Kenley with a good strong rebound brings it up left hand. Thought about challenging but picks up the dribble. Back out to Olenslager. 4 seconds to go. Cameron Erickson got to put up a tough shot. It's up and it's good! At the buzzer. That was just a little bit behind the backboard. If we were playing horse, someone just would have got an H. That was a heck of a shot from Cameron Erickson as the Lady Braves take the lead into the fourth quarter, 23-21. We'll be back.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVILOCAL. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVILOCAL for the locals only discount.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Great shot from Cameron Erickson to give the Lady Braves the lead and the possession arrow going to the Crimson and Gold as well. So a little bit of a 2-for-1 here as the Lady Braves with a chance to extend this 2-point lead. They led by 2 a couple of different occasions in that third quarter. There were several lead changes in the third. Lady Braves have never led by more than 2, trying to do that now. Erickson to Maddie Hale. And we're down to the fourth quarter now. Things getting a little more physical. And boy, there's a lot of fouls to give. Only one team foul on each program right now. We'll see how the officials decide to divvy things up here in the fourth quarter. Cameron Erickson, near side angle as they work the perimeter. Cameron in some trouble. Will skip pass over to Kenley before that 5-second closely guarded penalty. Nice pass down low to Sheridan. Loses the handle. Puts it back up and in, though. She's able to gather her feet without traveling. And that is a basket for Sheridan Coles. She's now got 8. And the Lady Braves lead it by 4 with 7:07 to go in the ball game. 25-21 against Thunder Basin. Skip pass to Speltz. Speltz skip pass back to Campbell Cox, I should say. That ball tipped up. Kenley Engelhardt tipping it into the backcourt, trying to get it to herself, but Stremcha comes up with it. Now the Lady Braves defensively trying to recover. Speltz is cut off, tries to throw it off a Star Valley player, can't do it. It winds up in the hands of Bailey Erickson. Erickson going to force the tempo, puts up basically a prayer, but they're going to bail her out with a foul call. I believe Stremcha is going to get whistled for this one. Her first. Just the second team foul on Thunder. Only 1 on Star Valley. So only 2 fouls called total in that third quarter on both of these teams. They're going to say it was not on the shot, so a blocking foul. Maddie Hale will trigger this in. Lady Braves up 4. It's their largest lead into Erickson and puts it up and in. A little one-touch jumper from Cameron Erickson on the inbound. And the Lady Braves continue to do very well on the inbounds plays. We saw that last weekend. The lead is now 6, their largest lead of the game with 6:21 to go. That pass taken away and stolen. Engelhardt going to challenge Westbrook. All kinds of contact. They're going to call a blocking foul here against Addie Westbrook. I think that's probably a really good play for her because Kenley was going to get a layup. She just gets her tied up enough that she's not going to even get the shot off. So that's foul number 3 on Westbrook, but she limits Star Valley's opportunity there in the fast break. 6:15 to go. Star Valley with the basketball and a 6-point lead. That ball is up for grabs. We've got a tie-up. 3 girls on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball call. The possession arrow will flip to Thunder Basin. So bit of an unforced turnover there. That wasn't a real good pass. Thunder Basin pounces on Cameron Erickson, who's on the floor, but possession arrow to Thunder. 6:05 to go here in the ball game. Lady Braves leading by 6. Westbrook from middle fading to a right. Skip pass over to Williams. Williams has hit a 3. Campbell Cox has hit a couple of them today. Westbrook now kicks it back over to Solom. Solom to Speltz as they run a pick and roll. Speltz, long 2-pointers, good. I'll tell you what, that was a good-looking jumper from Jolie Speltz. And there's a reach-in foul there on Peyton Williams. She gets just a little too physical on the inbounds play. That'll be her first, I believe. 4th team foul on Thunder Basin. 5:37 to go. Still just 1 team foul on Star Valley. They lead now by 4. Full court pressure here being brought by the Bolts. Maddie Hale, bounce pass taken away and stolen by Speltz. Speltz back to Williams, 15-footer. That rims out, no good. The offensive rebound by Williams, that's no good. But then Solom puts it up and in, and it's a 2-point ball game. 27-25, Lady Braves with the lead, but Thunder Basin has scored 4 straight in this low-scoring game. And Star Valley needing some calm heads here. In fact, Bailey Erickson just about losing the handle. Coach Cade Erickson going to call a timeout with 5:08 to go in the ball game. We'll take one as well and be back after this full timeout at Star Valley 27, Thunder Basin 25.
We're always looking for things that make our farm more efficient.
The value that Smart Farm brings growers like Rick is the ability to be more efficient, to be cost effective, and also to be stewards of the land.
The Simplot Smart Farm program is split up into 4 segments: prepare, prescribe, grow, harvest.
Based off of our first year work with him, our yield goals were higher than they've ever been on those fields, around 10 to 15% higher.
We were very happy with what Simplot does for us.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Back to the action here, 5:05 to go. There's a dribble drive by Engelhardt. She'll be fouled by Williams on the drive, so I believe she'll be heading to the line this time. And that will be a foul against Williams, her second. 15 foul on Thunder Basin. 5:02 to go, and Engelhardt to the line now, where she's 1 of 2 today. 5 points in the ball game. First free throw is no good. Riverside Dental free throw line has been kind of unkind to both of these teams today. Lady Braves is 3 of 8 in this ball game in a tight game. Second offering is good. So Engelhardt salvages 1 of 2. She's got 6 points. The lead is 3. Lady Braves up 28-25, under 5 to go in the ball game on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. McKinley working the ball down to Speltz. Speltz now to Solom. Solom going against Bailey Erickson, who's well beyond the three-point line defensively now. Speltz puts up a tough shot, and she'll be fouled in the attempt. If you're the Lady Braves, you do not need to foul that shot. That was a really difficult shot. She just about made it anyway. But that foul against Sheridan Coles, her second team foul, and Speltz to the line for the first time today. That one's good. It's a 2-point lead for the Lady Braves. They led by as many as 6 just a couple of minutes ago, but Thunder Basin now making a push, and the lead is now 1. 28-27 as Jolie Speltz hits them both. Again, this full court pressure causing some issues. Kenley Engelhardt sprints across this time off the leg of Speltz. Picked up by Cameron Erickson and gets it back to Engelhardt. Lady Braves, they desperately need some points on the board here in the form of a basket or a free throw. That three-pointer no good. And a foul on the loose ball. They're going to get Cameron Erickson here, I believe. Just the first on Cameron. Third team foul on the Lady Braves with 4:24 to go. And some full court pressure here from Star Valley, leading 1. Westbrook with the handle. Picked up by Engelhardt. Westbrook gets past Kenley. Kicks it over to Speltz. Loses her footing. Off the glass, no good. And a tie-up between McCarty and Erickson. Jump arrow will favor Star Valley. 4:15 to go in the ball game. Star Valley up 1. 28-27. They get it in here to Engelhardt. Full court pressure. Still has to get it across. Now she will to Bailey. Bailey with the left hand. Crossing over now to her right. Tries to dribble around the horn. That one taken away. It's on the ground. We're going to have a steal. Thunder Basin comes up with it. And Speltz going to lead the break. She's cut off by Engelhardt and herded it over into the corner. Finds Peyton Williams. 3:43 to go. Down low to Solemn. 10-footer off the glass. No good. And brought down by Sheridan Coles. Taken away by Westbrook. And I think they're going to get Coles for the foul after the steal. That is a tough sequence right there for Star Valley. Sheridan had the rebound. Was maybe wanting to get a foul on Thunder, but instead the ball's stolen away, and then she commits the foul, which is the 4th. 3:34 to go here in the ball game. Lady Braves up 28-27. We'll take a minute timeout and be back.
Our new Star Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best, close to home.
Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horse shoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
Miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, western shirt.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball, live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Things getting western here at the end of this one. It's a 1-point ball game. Lady Braves up 1. 3:34 to go against the 5th-ranked Thunder Basin Bolts. That inbounds pass to Speltz. Low block, pivot move up and no good. Up and over the rim and rebounded by Maddie Hale. Maddie brings it up the length of the court, now in the far corner to Cameron Erickson. Erickson working against Speltz, picks up her dribble, kicks it back out to Maddie, and they'll set up the offense again. Maddie was looking for the cutter. Thunder Basin being much more aggressive now, and both teams still with a couple of fouls to give. With 3 minutes to go as we tick down to 3. There's a drive from Kenley Engelhardt, up and over, no good. Rebound is there, and it's no good by Maddie Hale. Couple of missed opportunities by Star Valley, and Speltz there for the rebound. Oh boy, Star Valley 2 point blank shots. Speltz in the paint, that's no good. Saved inbounds. Saved inbounds off of Bro. Gonna say she was on the line. Unless she dribbled it on the line, that must be what the call is. Her foot was nowhere near it. That's a bad pass, taken away and stolen. Erickson pursued by Speltz. Jump stop. Glass. Good. Cameron Erickson gives the Lady Braves a 3-point lead. They desperately needed that basket. She's got 10 in the ball game now, and the lead is 3. There's a jumper from Solom. That's no good. Rebounded by Coles. Thunder Basin just ice cold on those jumpers today. Left hand, Maddie Hale kicks it over to Coles. Coles into the paint. Terminates. Looking for Cameron Erickson. Erickson brings it back around, passing back to Kinley Engelhardt, and she'll be fouled from behind by McCarty, I believe is who this is going to go against. Lainey McCarty, I've got that as just her first, it's her second foul. 6-team foul on Thunder Basin, so the Lady Braves will be shooting from here on out with 2:07 to go in the ball game. Star Valley with a couple of fouls to give with 4 team fouls. They lead it by 3 with the basketball. Can they hang on and finish it off? Boy, just a terrible inbounds pass. Sheridan was kind of leaning into the paint, into the field of play. A block here at the other end by Engelhardt, but that whole sequence and a foul on Kenley, that whole sequence set up just, I think Sheridan was leaning into the court and she just kind of had to throw the ball in and hope for the best. It ends up being a turnover right into the hands of the Bolts. Engelhardt with her second foul, 15 foul on Star Valley. Free throw away from Thunder Basin is good. Lainey McCarty is 2 of 3 today from the charity stripe. She's got 9 points. That is the team high for Thunder Basin. Chance to get to double digits here and cut the lead to 1. And she does. 1-point lead for Star Valley. That one through the legs of Kenley Engelhardt, and an unforced turnover again by the Lady Braves. They have got to come up with a strong possession. So they turn it right back over, 2 seconds. Back to Thunder Basin, who now has a chance to retake the lead. Speltz just inside the 3-point line. Over to Williams. Back over to Cox. Now to Westbrook. Working it back far side. Speltz pulls the trigger for 3. Skims off, no good. Battling for the rebound. It's going to be last touched by Star Valley. Boy, Star Valley's so close to bringing that one in. The rebound. 1-point lead for the Lady Braves. That one tipped up into the hand of Speltz. Good defense from Cameron. And Speltz was trying to dump it off over the top to Williams. It's going to be a blocking. It's actually going to be a foul on Thunder Basin. And a timeout here by Cade Erickson. I thought the foul was going to go against Cameron Erickson. Instead, it went against Peyton Williams, her third. And so now with 1:39 to go, Star Valley leading by 1 with the basketball. Let's keep it right here. Again, I encourage you to stick with this. We'll have some post-game stuff from Silver Star. Leave slow internet in the dirt. If you can find some dirt under all that snow, learn how at silverstar.com. Looking at some quick stats here. Lady Braves being led by Cameron Erickson. I've got her with 10 points, 6 rebounds. Maddie Hale, 6 points, 6 rebounds. Sheridan Coles, 8 points. Kenley Engelhardt, 6 points. The Basin Bolts being led by Lainey McCarty. She's got 10. Campbell Cox with 6. It's a 1-point game. Star Valley dropped a 1-point game yesterday to Lyman. Had their chances at the end of that one, too, from my very short conversation with Coach Erickson. Let's see what the Lady Braves have coming out of this timeout. 1:39 to go in the ball game. It's 30-29. Coles into Engelhardt. Quick double team. Kenley in some trouble. And Coach Erickson has to call another timeout as Williams and Cox combine to force that near turnover. We'll take a break this time. Be back in 60 with 1:34 to go.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy. Soy vaquera.
The world needs more cowboys.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Time definitely a factor now with 94 seconds remaining in this one. Star Valley leading 30-29 over the 5th-ranked Thunder Basin Bolts. Also looking for their first ever win against Thunder Basin. They're 0-5 all time in this short series between the two schools. The Thunder Basin defense forcing that second quick timeout. Lady Braves need to execute, not get caught in the double team. Maddie Erickson backcourt. That one tipped up into the hands. Now it's Kenley. Kenley comes up with it, passing over the top to Cameron Erickson to break the press. Cameron in some trouble here as Campbell Cox comes right up in her grill. A lot of contact there. Thunder Basin comes up with the loose ball. It's McCarty going lane. It's no good. Just about an and one situation there for Lainey McCarty. Instead, she'll have to try and give the Bolts the lead from the free throw line. That foul on Sheridan Coles, her 4th, so she's the only player in foul trouble today. McCarty, she's 3 of 4 from the line. Chance to tie it up, and she does. Star Valley led by as many as 6 in the third quarter. Thunder Basin has been threatening to come all the way back for about the last half a quarter. Now they finally do. Chance to take the lead, and McCarty does it. 5 of 6 from the line is Lainey McCarty. 12 points in the ball game, and the Bolts lead it 31-30. 1:13 to go. We'll take a break and be back in a minute.
The graduating seniors from our local high schools need your help to go to college and trade schools next spring. Please show your support by donating to the Education Foundation's website or contacting 307-887-7537.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service. Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Your leader for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley had been clinging to a one-possession lead for the last several game minutes. Now Thunder Basin retakes the lead with 1:13 to go. 31-30. Star Valley has not scored in quite some time, and they need a basket now if they want to try and win their first ever game against Thunder Basin, a ranked Thunder Basin team. Erickson gets it into Coles. Coles has it poked away. It's into the hands of Engelhardt, and she's going to be fouled, I believe. You never know what they're necessarily going to call. They're going to get Campbell Cox for the loose ball foul. I believe that's her 3rd. 8th team foul, so that sends Kenley Engelhardt to the line. Lady Braves have not shot well from the free throw line today, just 4 of 9. Engelhardt, front end of a 1-and-1 here. Lady Braves could certainly use this one. Got it. Engelhardt now at 7 points. We're tied back up at 31 with 69 seconds remaining in this one. Engelhardt now with a chance to give Star Valley the lead back. And she does. 2 clutch free throws there for Kenley. She's got 8 points. Ticking down to 1:05 in this one. Thunder Basin trailing Star Valley by 1. Westbrook with the basketball. Hands it off to Williams. Williams to McCarty. Near side angle, guarded by Coles. Looking for Speltz down low. That ball's loose. It's into the hands of Sheridan Coles. Oh, wow. They're going to call a jump, but I think Thunder Basin should count themselves lucky. That was not just a steal and a foul. Rolled into the legs of Sheridan Cole. She winds up sitting on top of the player with her hands on with the ball, and she's got to reach in the hand back to the ball, and they call a jump ball. let's keep it right here. 51 seconds to go, and kind of recap, set the table for you here. Lady Braves trailed early on in this game, trailed by as many as 6. Came back and took a 1-point lead at the break. In the third, pushed that lead up to 6 themselves, and then Thunder Basin just came all the way back to take a 1-point lead, and those 2 free throws from Kenley Engelhardt giving it back to the Lady Braves. Engelhardt with 8 points, Coles with 8 points, Maddie Hale with 6, Cameron Erickson with 10. That's your scoring for Star Valley. Lainey McCarty with some clutch free throws of her own, 5 of 6 from the stripe today. She's got the game high of 12 points thus far today. Campbell Cox with 6 points, Solom with 4, and Speltz with 4. Star Valley out of fouls to give. The next one will send Thunder Basin to the line. Both teams shooting 1-1. Only foul trouble to speak of is Sheridan Coles for Star Valley. She's got 4. Coach Erickson breaks the huddle with Delancey Brogue, Maddie Hale, Cameron Erickson, Kenley Engelhardt, and Sheridan Coles. Thunder Basin with the basketball. Addie Westbrook right in front of her bench being defended by Engelhardt. Westbrook looking down low for Cox. Oh, they're going to get Brogue for a reach. There was not much there. And that will send Thunder Basin to the line. This may just turn into a free throw contest, which, based on the rest of the game, will favor the Bolts. They've shot a little better from the line today. Cox free throw is good. And you would expect her to hit that. As I said, she's the only player with 2 made three-pointers today. She's now got 7 points. We're tied up again. 32 all. Campbell Cox to the line to shoot again and give the Bolts a lead with 50 seconds to go, and she does. 33-32. Engelhardt up to the other end. An ill-advised pass is going to wind up off of McCarty. Lady Braves dodging a bullet there. Trying to force it down low to Cameron Erickson, and Thunder Basin there defensively. So now Sheridan Coles will check this in. 39.7 seconds left. Coles into Engelhardt. Engelhardt defended by Westbrook. Engelhardt in the lane, tries to draw a foul in the paint. They won't call it. And a bad pass taken away by Kenley. Kenley gives it up now to Coles. Brogue in the corner. Brogue now down low to Coles. Reverse pivot up off the side of the glass. No good. Rebounded by Speltz. 17 seconds remaining. Thunder Basin up 1. Lady Braves trying not to foul. And that one's poked away. It's stolen by Engelhardt. 9 seconds into the hands of Erickson. That shot is no good. Erickson gets her own rebound. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Cox. And a foul as time expires. Oh my goodness. And I think this is over. I mean, it's possible there could be a couple of tenths with Campbell Cox possibly shooting 1-1. So the Lady Braves with just, those were 2 really difficult shots from Cameron. They are going to call a foul on Star Valley, and they are going to put a couple of ticks back on the clock. It's got to be probably under a second, I would think. Cox will shoot 1-1. If she hits them both, Thunder Basin, they're going to put 0.9 seconds left. So Thunder Basin up 1, shooting 1-1. And Campbell Cox, nothing but net on her 2 previous attempts from the free throw line. And if you're, I know it sounds bad, but if you're Thunder Basin, you might miss this on purpose off the rim. I don't know if she knows how to miss. Drains the free throw. Campbell Cox clutch from the free throw line here the last few moments of this ball game. That one good as well. So the Lady Braves down 3, 0.9 seconds. Engelhardt cannot get it, can't get a shot, and for the second straight game, Star Valley will drop a 1-possession game to a ranked opponent. Yesterday it was a 1-point loss to Lyman. Today it's a 3-point loss to Thunder Basin, but they had their chances in both of them. This is a Star Valley team as they continue to gain confidence and work hard on defense. They are going to be an issue moving forward. They dropped to 2-4, but very easily could be 4-2. Looking at these last two games, they'll try and salvage a win here tomorrow against the Rollins Lady Outlaws on day 3 of the Flaming Gorge Classic. Let's now head into our post-game show brought to you by Silver Star. Leave slow internet in the dirt. Learn how at silverstar.com. Another heartbreaker for the Lady Braves. They lose this one 35-32 as the offense runs out of gas. Here in the final few moments, Thunder Basin hitting some clutch free throws. The Bolts led in scoring by Eleni McCarty. She finished with 12 points. That was the game high, 5 of 6 from the line. Campbell and then hit 4 key free throws at the end. Thunder Basin with the win. Peyton Williams finishes with 5. Kinley Solom finishes with 4. The Bolts going 11 of 14 from the free throw line. That's just about 79%. The Lady Braves got 10 points, 6 rebounds from Cameron Erickson, 8 points apiece from Kenley Engelhardt and Sheridan Coles, 6 points from Maddie Hale. I also had Maddie with 6 rebounds. Rebounding-wise, thought the Lady Braves did a pretty darn good job, defensively at least. And then in terms of free throws, 6 of 11 from the free throw line, which is not terrible, but you certainly would have liked a couple more of those down the stretch. No made three-pointers for the Lady Braves, but they certainly did not take nearly as many today as they did in a couple of games last weekend. I think that was a focused effort. That ends up being there's all kinds of things to look at the end of that, but that's a look at your stats here at the end of the game, brought to you by Battleson Brothers Flooring, Carpet One. Those are your battle stats. And let's take a look at our Star Valley Skidoo player of the game for Star Valley. I'm going to go with Kenley Engelhardt. I thought she had a heck of a game, 8 points, 4 rebounds. I was unable to keep a lot of the other stats. She had at least 4 or 5 steals. Made a couple of clutch free throws there at the end to give Star Valley the lead again after they had relinquished it. Just not quite enough in the tank, not quite enough balls bouncing their way here at the end as Star Valley falls to Thunder Basin 35-32. Appreciate our crew today. We've had Cyrus Tolman and our producer as our camera operator, as well as McKady Dance in the second half. Our producer today, Mr. Aaron Feely. We appreciate Aaron getting things set up and ready to roll. Back at the studio is Ethan. Thank you, Ethan, for that. The Braves tipping off at 2:40 this afternoon from Lincoln Middle School. We'll tear down and set up over there and join us for the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off here at this later on